Okay. Okay, so now I think I have to fix the camera. Um, Camera not working. All right, I think we'll be live soon. Let's see. Maybe we are already live. Yeah, I think we're live. Had a problem with this. Yeah, okay, so now we're live. Okay. And should be good. There. Okay. Is that good? There we go. I think that's better. All right, you can hear me, right? Hello. Hello, can you hear me? I don't think anyone can hear me. All right, anyways. So let me just share the live here. Should be this one. Okay. Share with people. Okay. That took a minute. And let me also mute this. All right. Sharing the link now. I'm sorry with the setup. It's always a pain to do it. It's a little bit tricky. And more. Okay. And there we go. Sharing this now. Okay. Now let me just share it on Discord and then we're good to go. Okay. And more. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm live. I was just checking. Go. Anyways. Okay, so let me open it on Discord so we'll get some people. I'll try to be better next time. I just had something unexpected came up, so I had to run do that and then come back, and I didn't have time to set up all of this. But do not worry about it. We have started this stream. Okay, it's been shared. And now let's go on LinkedIn. Okay. Wow, I lost the link. Let's see. See if that works. Okay, yes. So we should be live. Let's wait for some people to join, then we can start. I know this is unexpected. I've shared the link. There is someone watching, just one person. Let's see if we can get some people in here. One person, one like. Okay. Let's see how it's going. Okay. Let's see how it's going. We don't have many people here, so let me just share this right now. I'll just share it with some people on LinkedIn, and then we'll start at 9:30. Live here. Okay. So someone is telling me that they cannot comment. That's weird. I thought I opened the chat. Let's see. It says that's disabled. I might have to fix this. I don't know why it says that's disabled. Should open here. Let me see if I can get the chat working. Give me a second here. Sorry for this setup. Trying to activate the chat, but I don't think it's gonna work that way. it needs my phone, but I'm using my phone to record, so I don't think it's gonna work this time. Okay. Anyways, give me a second. We'll start shortly. Okay, so now the camera is not working. Classic. Chat. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work with the. Okay, no, it's not gonna work. I'll just start right away. Right, we'll get the questions in a different way. Start right away. Hopefully we're still live. Yes, we're live. Okay, cool. Let's just get started so then we don't take too much time. All right, so I got a resume to review. I've already reviewed it, and I'm just gonna have it here on the screen so that you can see some of the changes that I've made. And I have changed the personal information just because we don't want to show that to everyone. And I'm gonna open it. Just give me a second here. Okay, yeah. So this is the resume that I got. And I'll just open it like that so that everyone can see it. Okay. Yeah. So this resume, it's really good. The format is really good. If I look at this resume, I can see that it's gonna make it through the ATS systems. So it's extremely good. Some of the things that I would improve here are the line height, right? Everything is too tight, and it has like a lot of content, which is not bad. It's good that you have a lot of content, but there are some things that are repeated, so we might have to adjust that. As I said, I changed the information here, so this is not gonna take you to anyone or anywhere. And yeah, so this is the name. It's a little bit small. I will make it a little bit bigger, and I'll show you what I did with this resume. And you can change it in this format if you wanna change it later, or maybe not. So this is Kalen. I think that's how you pronounce it, Kalen. And yeah, so you have the information here, the personal information, which is fine. It goes at the top. Then you have the education, which is also fine here. You are listing the places where you went, the university, where it's located, and how long you've been there. And also, she has like another education here, which is in China, which is impressive. Here you have the time, and then Bachelor of Science, Data Science, and all of that. So which is also good because this is an aspiring data analyst professional. We have the experience. This is pretty solid. The bullet points are pretty robust. Everything else is good. You have the location, you have the time frame that you were while you were there, and then you have projects. I'm not a fan of listing the projects in this way, but I mean, it's always good to have projects, but maybe just the title of the project or what you worked on, and then maybe I would say maybe just one line, so a one-liner. And yeah, so we'll analyze this in depth. I'm just trying to skim through this. And then for the skills, these are good skills if you're applying for data analyst roles. These are good because they use Python, R, SQL, MySQL, SQL, BigQuery, and all of this. I don't think you should put machine learning algorithms. Maybe just list them. It would be a little bit better than just saying like machine learning algorithms. What else? These two are kind of given, so I wouldn't list them. And also for the soft skills, I wouldn't list this either. So the reason why I say that is because when you're applying to jobs, you don't want to. I think you rather have the skills match the job description so that you can land more roles, instead of actually, having all of these skills and you don't know like if maybe they match the job descriptions or not, right? So I would say that certifications. This is good as well. I was thinking putting them here in education, but I think its own section, it's good. So that's good. Give me a second here. Better. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I can say by just looking at this resume for like maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I think it's too tight. Everything is too tight. It's just a lot of content, so it's kind of overwhelming. The content is good. I'm not saying that's not good. And if you're applying for data analyst roles, data science roles, it's actually good to have like already experience in that, even if it's like internship experience. And you're the CEO and founder of this project, which is impressive. I checked out the website as well, and that's super good. Yeah, that's extremely good. Okay, so let me show you how I remade this resume. Shameless plug here, just plugging my page, but let's just go to where the important part is. Okay, so I have transcribed the entire resume that we just saw here. So I have just transcribed it, all the information I have put it here. So it's already on the right. So all of this information is here. So I'm just gonna show you how to maybe cut out some of the information, how to make it look better. And you don't have to use this template. You don't have to use this template. You can just use your existing template. So you can just change it to Word, and then, or maybe just edit the PDF and then just change it based on the feedback, right? And once again, the feedback is not final. This is not, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything, right? This is just for you to improve your resume. Sorry, let me check something. Okay, yeah. Yes, so as I said, it's just feedback, so don't take it too personal. I'm just trying to help here, and I hope that I help, okay? All right, so what you wanna do, the first thing, the name, right? So you had the name in the middle. It is too small. I think it's too small. I think you should make it a little bit bigger. Of course, you don't wanna make it super big so that the name overwhelms everything else. So you wanna have it like decently big, or decently, like a decent size, right? So in this case, I just put the last name examples just to protect this person. Okay, so Caitlin example, and then let me just go here, sorry. And you can make it smaller. I use 20, I think it's good. You can do 18, so I'm just gonna keep it at 20. And I have centered it, or you can just put it on the side, it also looks good. I'm just gonna center it for this example, and then we have all the personal information. So let me open something else that I forgot to open. Okay, yeah. So I have all the feedback here, and I'll send this person all the feedback, and I will give this person as well like a free trial or like some credit so that this person can I keep saying this person, Kaylin, can actually improve her resume. So I'm just gonna send this person like some credits to try out my software, okay? And together with this document that I have created, which is some feedback on the resume and some questions that she asked me to answer. All right. So let's see, where were we? Here. So the email, right? So you want to put all of this information is important. In the first resume, she had it, so it's completely fine. This is how actually I would actually lay it out, so that's completely fine too. So we have this, we have that. I wouldn't recommend like a headshot if you're applying for jobs in the US. I wouldn't recommend to have a headshot, but you can include it as well if you wanted to. So, well, we're done with this part. The personal information part is completely okay. I just want to say that you can change maybe here you have the entire link, right? So you don't have to have everything. You can just remove this, right? So you can just have it like that, and it will have the same impact. It will lead people to the same website, so it's fine. And then for the work experience, so the work experience, let's see, the name of the company, that's completely fine. The job title, that's fine. Where it was located and the time frame. So it has the 4 things that are the main things that you should have, right? So these bullet points are actually okay. Organize and facilitated 5+ community-focused events. So it's showing the impact. So it's showing it's 5+ community-focused events surrounding college readiness, Latino representation, and parental involvement for Spanish-speaking families. So this is good. This is a strong bullet point. This is also a strong bullet point because you're actually showing the impact that you had. And then regional resources, so that's completely okay. Collaborated with 10 schools and local county organizations to design the representation. Okay, so this is fine. I wouldn't touch this. I think this is fine. Maybe if you don't, so I know you're applying for a data analyst roles, right? So, well, in this case, there's, I don't know if you had experience with data analysis here in this job, or maybe you don't have directly that experience, so that's why you cannot like add it here, which is okay. So then you can leave this, but that you are the CEO and founder, that's already impressive. So kudos to you. This is super important to have there. So I just, like, if you're applying for like a data analyst role, like if you maybe just remove this, right? So that's not gonna cause any, so you won't, like your resume will still have the same impact. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you can add something related to data analysis, then that's even better. But if you don't have it, that's completely okay. So I'm gonna leave it for now. Let me just go to the next work experience, which is the U.S. Department. And you can already see in this template that we have like a line height that's a little bit wider, I would say. So you see here you didn't have any spacing in between. It's kind of everything all over like on top of each other. And here you have some space, right? So it looks a little bit better in my opinion. Okay, so here, so for some of this, I did have some problems. Let's see. So increase line height, no need for the entire URL. I'll just mark this as we already reviewed them. And what else? I think I had the education down there. I should bring it up here. So before we get to the work experience, let me just put this up. So now it's here. So that's how you had it originally here in yours. Okay. So in the education, I took the liberty to put the same degree for the Capital Normal University. I'm not sure if you have a different major there or something completely different, but I just put the same, right? So if you have something completely different, or if it's for the same, I would actually, just if it's the same, just have one, or have it once. You don't have to have it twice, but like if it's different universities, it's kind of maybe you want to have both, right? But I would remove the for justice, law, and criminology. So I will delete this, and then I'll rewrite this as Bachelor of Science in Data Science. Bachelor of Science in Data Science. Just like that, just to make it look better. Right now, I think it's way too long. If you want to have it, it's okay. There is no problem with that. But in my opinion, I think you should remove it. And if you're applying for data science roles, then if you're like a Bachelor of Science in Data Science, that's what it matters, right? It doesn't matter like if the subtopic is, law and criminal justice or something like that, but you are like a Bachelor of Science in data science. So I would keep it like that. And once again, this was not in the original, so you can leave it like that, or maybe you can add it, right? And then this is also good here. Also good to have like the dates that you were there and where it's located. So if you're applying to jobs in the US, having this experience here that you were in China, right? So having that experience is good. And also if you're applying in China and having this experience in the US, or having that you were in the US as well studying, then that's also good. All right, so yeah, that was my only issue with the education. Let me take a look at my document here. Yep. So I think that's good. Let's keep going. So now the work experience, as I said, the first work experience is pretty solid. This is good. And also I put the location here, but you, maybe I'll add something so that you can put it here on this side. But right now, I'll just put it there. And then for the second experience, data analyst intern, this is also good. The time, location, job title, the role, everything is there. Okay. And then for the bullet points, so I have compile, analyze, and report. This is good, President. So I know this. I've seen this before. I've seen the, number, text, and number. So you want to show your impact, right? So then that's why you say presented findings to 10 Office of Migrant Education employees and 2 Office of Indian Education. I don't think you need to number them like that. So you can just say like present findings to Office of Migrant Education and Indian education stakeholders. You don't need to have like 10 this or 10 that, right? I've seen this. I don't know if it works. I don't really like it too much, but yeah, let me just remove it. Once again, you don't have to remove it. Just personal preference, I'll say. Or I've looked like a lot of resumes, and it's good if you have it once or twice, but you'll see that you repeat it a lot, so maybe you don't want to have that too much. So yeah, and you also want to trim this. Right now you see it's more than one page, at least in my format, so I have to make it like the font. I'll have to make it maybe 8, so that's so then everything fits in here, see, and even the certifications are still out, so yeah. So I just want to trim some of this. Okay, we'll fix that. Anyways, so as I said, just present findings to Office of Migrant Education, please. And even if it's present findings, it's not too, I don't know how that helps if you were like a data analyst intern, right? Just present the findings, it's like you did a presentation and whatnot. But it's actually not contributing to the role itself of data analysis. Of course, all the roles have like you need to do presentations, you need to do that, you need to do different things, right? But I don't think right. Maybe this is good, right? So this is good for the purpose that you're applying for, right? For the purpose of having like a data analyst resume, but then present findings to Office. So I think this is too specific, right? So maybe you can just say something like employed data, or implement the data storytelling to provide actionable insights for data-driven decision making, or something like that, right? Employed to Indian stakeholders or something like that. I'm just gonna leave it at employee data storytelling to provide actionable insights for data-driven decision making. Spearheaded research to identify 5 efficiency measures. See, so this is what I'm talking about. You see how it repeats a lot, like 5, and then it's good that's quantifiable, but you don't want to have it every time, right? So spearheaded research to identify 5 efficiency measures for the migrant problem. Yeah, so this is good. Yeah, so this has some like keywords that you want to have, like KPIs. So this is good to have. You have this. I'm not sure what that means, but that you have that. Yeah, so you can leave that one. I'm just gonna leave that one, right? Present depth education program, present depth. Yeah, so that's good. But you see here, you're using like your data analysis skills to actually do that. So that's good. So that's good to have. So I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Maybe I'll remove this, or maybe you wanna keep it and maybe add something else to it. Let me see how it was in the original one, because I remember. Yeah, I think I will remove, because it's presented findings to 10 office of minor education employees, and it's, if I said like, gave a talk to 20 people about how to use data storing, so I don't think it's too relevant. So I'm just gonna remove it, okay? You don't need to have like a lot of here. Let's see. This one is pretty strong. I like that one. Yeah, let's go to the next one. So this one is good. Have this job title, all of that. See, so here it's gonna repeat what I'm talking about. So you'll have delivered the digestible presentation of key customer behavior findings to 10 senior. Yeah, so I will remove this. And sorry that I'm just trimming this out, but yeah, I will remove that. Conducting in-depth player behavior. This is good. Conducting in-depth player behavior analysis using MySQL and Python on 45,000 plus entries, uncovering 6 key insights with the potential to significantly enhance user retention and reduce churn rates. This is good. This is good. Uncovering. So which key insights? That could be like a question, right? Covering, maybe just you want to say just key insights with the potential to enhance user retention. And maybe you want to mention such as this insight, right? Such as this key insight or something like that. So that's good. Okay, develop a gradient boosting model to predict player behavior, achieving 80% rates, and yeah. So that's also good. See, you have some keywords. So you want to have as many keywords as you have related to what you're applying for. So if I'm applying for like a Python developer, so then I want to mention Python a lot. I want to say I use NumPy, I use pandas, I use this or that, right? And for you it applies, because if you're doing like a data analyst roles or applying for data analyst roles, you want to mention Python, you want to mention some of the tools that you use, R, you want to mention SQL, MySQL, you want to mention, what else? You want to mention all of those tools that are used for data analysis, right? So this is good. I like this. These are pretty strong as well. As I said from the beginning, from the get-go, this was really, some of the bullet points were really strong. So I wouldn't change them. Maybe just rewrite them. Maybe try to trim them a little. Maybe don't have too many. And yeah, so that one is good. So let me check my, give me a second. Someone is asking some questions here. Oh, give me a second. Okay, let me see if how's the stream going. Okay, it's going. Yeah. Anyways. Just answering some questions here. Okay, so let's go back to it. So let's see if we can bring more people in before we move to the next section. Let me check how are the socials here. Quick pause here. Right, there are some people here. Let's see. Cool. Right. Just give me a second. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. So where we left off. Okay, so let's move to the next section, which is projects. Projects. Is that how it was? Yes, projects. All right. So in this case, for the projects, let me just show you one quick one here. Where is the one that I saw? This one here, right? So you mentioned analyzing player behavior. So analyze synthesized data visualizations using Python. Yeah. So this one, right? So this one, I think I saw it. So this is the same that you already have in work experience. So if I show you the work experience here, so I think it's the same, right? 45,000 entries, 45,000, and it talks about like player behavior, right? So I would say it's the same. So I wouldn't mention this as a project. Of course, this is something that you did, but it's already mentioned in the work experience. So you're better off not having this. So I wouldn't have this. I will remove this completely. And this as well, since you already have this, the model you already mentioned it here, you already have it here in 83%, which I assume it's the same. Yeah, so it's the same. So this is kind of redundant. I wouldn't have it here. So I'm just gonna remove that. I'll remove this project. Okay, and then for the rest of the projects, I would do the following. I will try to just have maybe just like a one-liner, or maybe 2 sentences max. I wouldn't have as much as, I don't have like an entire paragraph just for the projects and stuff like that. So yeah, so I would do that. Let me check something. Okay, so we're okay here. Yeah, the chat is good. Okay. No, chat's not working. Yeah. Let's see. Where is the document? Okay. Player behavior. It's it's repeated. Yeah. So just remove that. So the experience. I mentioned this was already. Okay. Yeah, so conduct exploratory data analysis. So this is good. Yeah, so this detail here, uncovering the contract values were 20% lower in Nairobi with women in this region holding the lowest average contract values. Yeah, so this is good, but then I will just have this. Identify key prediction pattern a little bit. Yeah, so I would just remove this. Or maybe if you want to leave that one, just remove one of them, or just have like a one-liner, as I said. So you don't want to have as much as, it's good to have projects, but maybe just have the name of the project and a link to where they can learn more about it, right? So that you don't crowd the resume with, all of these things that you did in the project and stuff like that. So that's what I'll do. Yeah, so if I were you, I will just remove this. I'll just leave it at that. And then here you can maybe use some keywords. Maybe you can say like KPIs, or you can key predictors. I think that's already like a keyword in and of itself. Okay, you can leave that maybe. Yeah, I will remove this. I will just leave it like that. Just have like one line, and you can choose which line you want to leave. And use force and analysis. This is good. This is also good. I like this one. When I go to the ratio graph, it's gonna. Yeah, so this maybe it's just the conclusions. So as I said, maybe you want to have maybe you have like a blog, maybe you have something, and maybe you put the link here where they can learn more about it. But you don't want to have like, okay, I did all of this and then the conclusion and all of that, because that's gonna become more like a thesis for that project, and it's not too relevant. So in this case, I will just leave like one-liner, as I said, and make it smaller, I guess. I don't know how to make this smaller. It's already small there, but like if I remove some of this, then it's not gonna have any impact, right? So I'll just leave it at that, but you can change that later on. And then we can now see the skills here. Yeah, so let's see. Maybe we'll have to use like a different format to just make it smaller. Let me see what I did. I think I removed a lot of stuff. I think I removed the projects. Yeah, I don't think I had them. As I said, maybe just have one line. But you want to show what's really important. So, or if you worked on some projects, maybe you just want to 4 cities. Uh, yeah, so maybe just remove this. Yeah, it's still too big. Yeah, so what I did is I created your resume and it looks like this. But you see, I have removed some of the stuff there, so I don't have like the project. I removed the projects completely. You can choose to keep them and use this format, the old format, but just add some line height. So I'm gonna remove this section entirely or just hide it for now so that we can see this section and talk about it. So for the skills, so this is important. So for the skills, let's go to the skills section. So see, I removed this. Yeah. So we already talked about this. Okay, cool. So for the skills, you don't want to have like technical skills, soft skills. You just want to have one list of skills that match the job description that you're applying for. That's the way to go. So you don't want to crowd this with some skills that it's occupying too much space, right? So Canva and Microsoft Office, it's kind of a given that you know how to do that if you know how to do data analysis. So maybe don't have them. Data processing, this is also too generic. All of the ones here are too generic. These are not like keywords that they put in the job description. Maybe they will have them when they're describing the role, but these are not keywords, so you don't want to have them. You want to match keywords to keywords, and that's how you're gonna get past the ATS systems. So if you're mentioning machine learning algorithms, then you want to mention some specific algorithms of machine learning. Okay, so I'll just remove that. And you don't need to have this. It's never worked out for me. I don't think it's worked out for other people. Maybe it has. Not sure. I will remove them completely. So you don't want to have this. And as I said, you don't want to label them technical or soft skills. They know what they mean. They know what they are. They know if they are technical. They know if they are soft. So you don't want to have them. You just want to have like the skills themselves, just like that. I think that's good. So these are enough. So if you're going for data analyst roles and you don't want to, let's say that you don't want to adjust the skill section for each job that you're applying for, so then maybe just list this, right? So these are good. And a statistical analysis, yeah, maybe I think that will be mentioned. We can do like a search. We can do like a quick search, and then I'll show you what I mean. Let me do this. That's fine. I already talked about this. Okay, yeah, so I think I've talked about almost everything here. Machine learning algorithms, which insights were this, significantly enhanced format. Yeah, so I think that's all the feedback that I can give you on this. The certifications, these are good if you want to have them. Unfortunately for this one, I don't know what I removed. Maybe I removed one of these just to trim the resume. Yeah, anyways, let me just remove one of those just to yeah, collaborated. Yeah, I wouldn't have this. I don't like that one. Yeah, just leave it at that for now. Of course, I'm just removing the stuff so that we can see it here, but you can add it back if you want. Anyways, yeah, so certifications, this is good. You want to have this so that they know that you're doing some for your career. And if you're trying to do data analysis, this is good. So I will have them. It's not mandatory once again because you already have the education. And the best education that you can have besides the certifications is that you have graduated and you have like a Bachelor of Science in data science. So you do have like a degree that certifies that you're already like a data analyst bachelor, right? So that this trumps everything. So this is gonna win over everything. So you don't need to have these certifications, but if you want to have them, that's fine. That's completely fine. They don't hurt to have them there, so that's fine. Okay, so what I wanted to say was the skills, right? And I'll get to the questions, or we can get to the questions right now. So let's see, we can do like a quick search on LinkedIn and I'll show you what I mean. So let me go to jobs. This is data analyst. Okay, have some data analyst roles, right? And some of the questions are related. So maybe let me just answer the questions. So the first question was, how can I better my resume as an aspiring data analyst looking for associate entry-level roles? So the way that you can do it is, the resume is already strong. You have like very strong bullet points. So I wouldn't change much. These are already related to data science because you were like a data science and AI intern. And this one is also related to data science. I'll try to do something, since you're the CEO and founder, maybe, try to do something with data science, data analysis, and maybe mention it here, right? This is also good because it shows that you have reach, but this is not related to data science. So, and recruiters do look at that if you're applying for those roles, of course. Yeah, my phone is gonna die. Give me a second. Just connect this really quick. Yeah, so. Give me a second here. All right. Hopefully I didn't move it too much. Are we still good? No? Yeah, I think we're still good. Okay. All right, so we're good there. We're good, right? Okay. So I was saying, where is this? Where I left off here. Data science, where was it? I lost the tab. Wow. Okay, data analyst roles, there. Okay, yes, so as I was saying, you already have some pretty strong bullet points. Okay, I was answering the question, that's what I was in. Yeah, so having like an objective, like a summary, it could help in saying like, looking for these roles. I have experience doing that, or that, and having the right skills. Yeah, so you can say something like, maybe if you want to have this, you don't have to. You can say, aspiring data analyst. Yeah, aspiring data analyst looking for entry-level roles or something like that. And you don't have to put it on your resume. You can put it on your LinkedIn. That helps a lot as well. Experience with something like that. I don't know. I'm just experience with Python, MySQL, and RAR for data analysis. Something like that. I'm just gonna make it better with AI. Oh, I have to log in. Don't want to show that. Let me. So be fine. Let's make it better. Aspiring data analyst. You can say something like that. Aspiring data analyst with hands-on experience in Python, MySQL, and are eager to leverage analytic skills in entry opportunities to drive data-informed decision making. See, so that's a good one. So you can have that instead of the certifications. You can have like a good, summary, right? And you don't have to put it. You can remove it, or you can have it on your LinkedIn. That's also good. Try to have it on your LinkedIn, and once again, try to mention as much skills as you can. Try to mention as much keywords as you can. Why? Because LinkedIn also uses I'll show you mine. So mine says software engineer with 5 years of experience and all of that, right? I don't have any of the keywords, but if I wanted some keywords, I would put like Python, I would put JavaScript, and then it's gonna show me jobs related to what I have on my short bio. So it's also good to have here like a very good short bio. So what you have there is what LinkedIn is gonna show you, and you can try it out yourself. You can put some like keywords like Python, MySQL, and R. Just put that, or just put like trying to learn Python, MySQL, and R, and then it will show you. It will flood your newsfeed with, and also your job opportunities with roles related to that. So it's also good to have this. You don't have to have it on your resume, as I said. I just included it because I think you should have it, or maybe you shouldn't. If you want to put the certifications, or you think that something else has more weight, then put that. You don't need to have this. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Once again, having the right skills, that helps a lot as well to get more roles. So what I was gonna do was the following. So that's for the first question. So you can improve by adding an objective or summary on your LinkedIn. You don't have to put it on your resume, and try to put as many skills as you can on your resume that match the job description. So if I'm applying for this job, right? So this is what I was trying to show you with the soft skills, right? You see how they don't mention anything about like leadership. They don't mention anything about like I don't know, teamwork. Sometimes they do, but sometimes, most of the time they don't. They just use like keywords, like exact keywords. See, Python, R, SQL, familiarity with Tableau. I've never known about that. Excel. You see, they just have like the skills. They just have like the keywords. They don't care about anything else. And they're recruiters. They also use tools. They're not gonna look at your resume. They're not gonna look at 500 resumes. They'll look at your resume. They won't look at 500 resumes. They'll use tools. So let me paste it here. I'll just remove this, or you can keep them. It's gonna replace them anyways. And I'll just put generating. See, and it has extracted exactly what you need to have on your resume to match this job description. And this is gonna get you closer to that, to passing the ATS system, to passing the first filter or the LinkedIn filter, and get you closer to the job that you're trying to get. And you see how they say economics, data science, statistics, or related field. So that's why I'm telling you, don't have like everything, like data science in law and this or that. Just try to keep it broad. Try to keep it, try to keep it broad, okay? Let's see. Let me do a different one. I want one that has a lot of them. So this one doesn't have too many. But you see, this is just like a game. You just want to have all of these, or you want to look at some of them, and if you want to keep the ones that you had, then add more. Try to add as many keywords as you can to your resume. That's going to help a lot. See, this one, they already have these skills, SQL, Python, Spark. It has two new ones, Spark and Databricks. Try to have some experience with that. Try to learn about them on YouTube. Try to learn them, take a course or something, and then you can include them on your skills. That's also good. See, they have pandas. I would try to put it here, pandas, NumPy, so those are good to have. A data analyst. Yeah, see, let me just try this one, because we're not going to be looking here to all of these. So let me try to match them. And now you have two lines, Python, SQL, Apache, Spark, Cucumber, Bitbucket, PySpark. See, all of these are good. So you want to look at, so if you don't know which skills to have, if you don't want to keep doing this, if you don't want to use this software, or you don't want to keep changing all of this, try to have the most common ones like Python, try to have SQL, R, try to have all of them. This one is also good. What was it? PySpark. I know that they use that a lot. Matplotlib, they use that one a lot. And how to know which skills to list if you don't want to keep changing them. Just go through some of this. Just go through maybe the first page, right? And then just look at the skills and try to put them on your resume. That's gonna help a lot. I can guarantee that. Okay, so that answers the first question. Sorry, it's long-winded questions, or long-winded answers rather. Just going on a rant here. Okay, I'll try to stick to the point here. So how can I know that my resume will pass through ATS systems? All right. So based on what I know about ATS systems, so everyone has a different idea, a different opinion about ATS systems, but my opinion is that, or what I think based on the people that I've talked to and the recruiters and all of that. So the ATS systems parse the resumes line by line. So if your resume has like a weird layout, it has like a it's like a 2-column resume, or if it has like an image, or if it has like a, I don't know, like a weird layout that people like to use. So if it has that, it's not gonna make it. It's gonna get stuck. Why? Because the ATS systems, it just reads like line by line. So name, then it will go to this one, then it will go to that one, and they are just trying to match as many keywords that you have to the job description that they are looking for, right? So don't have anything fancy. Don't have like a 2-column resume or anything like that. Try to keep it like a simple and boring resume template. That's the one that wins all the time. So I'll open the one that I think I already had open here. Yeah, this one. So the one that you had, this is super good. This is extremely good. You want to have this. If I were you, I would also have this one. So this is a good template. It's a little bit tight. As I said, it has a lot of content that maybe are no keywords that you want to have. So it has a lot of content. I will trim it and have some skills, some keywords that are related to data analysis role and data analyst roles, right? So as I mentioned again, just try to mention as many skills as you want in the work experience, in the projects, in the skills, and then have this boring template. This is gonna make it. But if you have like a 2-column, if you have like an image, then it's not gonna make it. I can guarantee that as well. So you already have like a strong resume. So it's gonna make it through the ATS systems if you keep using formats and templates like that. How can I better my chances of landing an interview with my resume? So try to polish your resume format. As I said, the bullet points are try to make it more clear and concise, short as well. Short and sweet is the answer. The current bullet points are strong, they're robust, so they're good. Just write them in a different way. Try to like sneak in, like one of those keywords that you want to have there, like Python, NumPy, Pandas, for all of that analysis that you've made. So for example, this one here, right? So which tool did you use to do this? You don't mention the tool. So if I were you, I don't know how you did this, but if you did that using like NumPy or Panda or Python, I would say like, conducted exploratory data analysis using Python, using NumPy. I created these many data sets using, once again, Pandas, Matplotlib or something like that. That's what I would do if I were you. So your resume already looks good. Maybe just work on, I saw your LinkedIn. It looks good. It has some keywords that you want to have. What I would do is I will rewrite it in this way. So I have something here. So I know this is your LinkedIn right now. So I know you have the pipes and all of that, just to, make like a division between some of these things. What I would do is maybe 1 or 2 sentences instead of having the pipes. So something like aspiring data analysis, what I just talked about, looking for entry roles, experiencing Python, all of this, TikTok creator, and education equity advocate. So we'll have something like that, right? Just try to make it flow, right? So don't try to just like the keywords are fine, but like don't say like aspiring data analyst, analyst, right? And then just cut it, and then something else. Just try to have a flow, like aspiring data analysts looking for this, or working with Python to create projects and data sets or something like that. So I would do something like that. Yes, I think that answers the last question, which was how can I better, how can I land? How can I better my chances to land like more roles, right? So the main things here, the takeaways are you wanna change some of this to include skills or keywords that you can match to the job descriptions. And if you have time, you can do that. So for each job, you'll have to change your resume. That's kind of true. You actually have to do it. But if you don't want to do it, I don't do it myself. But if you don't want to do it, what you can do, once again, go through the first page. Just type data analyst. Go through the first page. Look at the skills. Look at all the skills. And then make a list of the skills and try to put them on your resume. If you don't know them, learn them, and then you can put them on your resume. If you haven't worked with them, you can still put them on skills. If you maybe watched a video and you're doing some projects related to that skill, because you're learning it, right? And you maybe know the basics or just study the basics about them. So then you're not lying, but you're putting here what you are actually, some of the skills that you're learning or some of the skills that you have already. So that's what I would say. Improve, some of the content, just trim it out and add the line height. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all that I have to say for this resume. If you download it, it will look something like. Of course, you can use this software if you want to. I'll give you some credit so that you can change it. You see, you can change the font size. All of this, medium, large. I like this one a lot. I don't know why. Medium, just have it like that. You can add color if you want. Also looks good. You can put your name on the left. You can add like a top margin. None here. Also looks good. So just play with different formats, and just maybe 1 month you apply with one format, maybe a different month, the next month you apply with a different format. Just try to play with it and just try to change and see what works for you. So just change stuff as you go. Yeah, I think that's all that I have to say for that resume. I think it's a pretty strong resume, Kaylan. It's I think you have like a strong format, like strong template. You'll make it through the ATS systems. Just try to trim it down a bit. It's just too tight. Has like a lot of content. Try to include more skills, more keywords related to data analysis. Yeah, as I said, improve just the line height. You see how it's kind of hard to read, but it's good. It's good. Nevertheless, you have like good experience. You worked on some really interesting projects. This is good because you've worked on data science projects and data analyst roles, so that will help a lot. And just try to focus more on the data analysis of it all, and I'm sure you'll get like a job in no time. Yeah, so just try those tips and let me know how it goes. I'll give you some credits. You can try Resume Boost AI for free, and let me know what you think of it. If you have any feedback, or you can just change your existing template. That's also okay, and I'll send you my feedback. I'll DM you the feedback that we've talked about in this stream. And yeah, that's it. That's it for that. We'll switch out subjects now, but yeah, let me know what you think. Let me take a quick break here and drink some water and see how are things going in the chat, which doesn't work, and other things, and see if people are watching this. All right, let's take a break. Let's see. I wanna mute. Okay. Let's drink some of this. Okay. Give me a second here to see if people are coming in. Anyone is coming in? Where is this? How long have we? It's 1 hour already. Okay, I think that's maybe we'll do the resume photo in a different one. Maybe I'll just do like a quick introduction to that, and then we can we'll call it a day today. So Sorry if I was rambling. Tend to do that too much. Okay, so let's take a look at some of them. I'll show you like a new feature that I have added here. Show headshot. So this is how it will show. And I'll just choose one here. I'll just choose mine. Have a ton of headshots here. Yes, so I'll choose mine. That's not it. A lot of people that I have here. Okay, yeah, so this is mine. So you'll see it looks good. And let me just download the resume. You'll see the resume here. And see, it looks good. It looks decently sized. Yeah, so you can add your headshot now. So if you're in the countries that require headshot, you can actually add like a headshot to your resume or resume photo or resume profile picture, whatever you call it, and you can apply to those countries that they require like a headshot. Anyways, yeah, so that's the new update. I created some infographics which are good for you to look at if you want to learn some of the countries that have that require like a resume photo, some of the countries that don't require to have a resume photo. I'll show you some of them maybe, and then we'll pick up on the next stream. We'll pick up there. Yeah, let's see if we can just maybe take a look at it really quick, okay? So I already have them on Twitter. Okay, so let's just look at resume photo versus not resume photo. So what's the debate? The debate is that some people say that you need like a resume photo, other people say that you don't need a resume photo. It really depends on the country that you're applying for. Usually in the United States, they don't require to have like a resume photo. I've seen some people do it. I just don't like it. I tend not to do it. I don't do it. In Canada, I think it's the same thing. You don't want to have like a resume photo. But let me just let me see if I can show you that. Yeah. This one was the first graphic. Let's see if I'm showing it. Give me a second. Yeah, so this was the first graphic. So here you have some of the places. I have corrected this. Some of this information was not good, right? So countries where the resume photo is not common. So the United States, Canada. There is like limited information about the countries in Africa that actually require a photo and do not require a photo. So if you have some information about that, just DM me, just let me know. Maybe this is all wrong. The United Kingdom or the UK, they don't require like a resume photo. Australia, New Zealand. There are some people that have commented which are from Australia that say that they do require like a resume photo. So it's confusing, but you can look at Reddit, and the best way to actually know if it requires like a resume photo or no is the people that live in that country, because they can tell you like, I've been applying for the jobs here in this country and they do require like a resume photo, right? So for example, I'm from Ecuador, so I know I've been in Ecuador and I know that they do require like a resume photo. All of the software that they have over there, they do require like a resume photo. I mean, they create like a resume with the resume photo by default. So I know they do. Brazil, I put that it is common. Some people say that it's not common. So I'll show you some of the comments and then we can analyze from there. But yeah, that was the first graph. Then I created a different infographic, which is a little bit cleaner. I like the map, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so here, photo and resume. United States, no. Canada, no. Netherlands, yes. Denmark, yes. Germany, yes. Australia, New Zealand, yeah. Sweden, there's debate about that one. Brazil, I put no, but I had yes before. Ecuador, yes. Pakistan, yes. Turkey, Argentina, France, Spain, UK, no. India, no. South Africa, no. Japan and China, they do. Okay, let me show you something. Maybe it's not good to search here. I'll search over here. Let's see. And I'll show you some research that you can do. So resume photo, you can just type resume photo Reddit, and then you go here, picture and resume, the first one. Let's go to the first one. Always good. First one is always the best one, right? Not all the time. Anyways, where is this? Okay, yeah. So picture and resume, right? Recruiters, what are your thoughts on candidates including their picture in their resume? I'm working with a recruiter who suggests a Canva resume template include. Well, anyways, you can read that. See, we can't accept resumes with photos. They get auto rejected. Does it say where this is? It doesn't say where it is, right? Oh yeah, we're based in the US, see? Just to emphasize, we're based in US. I'm a mid-career professional with my MBA. Work in tech finance. Anyways, yeah. So you can see here, they don't require, like, we can't accept resume with photos. They get auto rejected. See? So the US, it's a no-no. So you don't want to have a resume there. And maybe we can make a list. What do you think? Yeah, let's do this for another 15 minutes and then we'll call it a day, okay? We'll look something like this. Resume photo, country. No, it's too small, can't see it myself. US, no. Canada, no. Netherlands, yes. Let's just make a list here. So this is all the US, so they won't have, there's like a debate why they shouldn't have it, why they should have it. So how do you feel about applicants? European. Most of the first generally are on European resumes in my experience. I Google resume terms, every single one of them contains a picture. Yeah, but that's not a way to say whether it has or it requires it or not. It depends on the country, to be honest. Tell me applicant is not from the US. See the US, please don't complete unnecessary, cringy for sure. In the US, it's a hard no and not common. So this is like a hard no. So we know they don't require in the US. And I live in the US and I know they don't require a resume photo. I've applied to all the jobs with no resume photo. Recruiter here, do not do it. Okay, but this is not the one. I found like a different one. I should have saved it. I'm gonna have to look for a new. I heard that now it's not necessary to add a photo to your resume. How is it in Germany? You can leave it out, but it's still preferred. So see, they prefer it there in Germany. Depends on the industry, I think. Makes a good expression. Depends on who, if you are ugly or not. Let's see. It's better if you add one. It's better if you don't. Yeah, see. This is just like a lot of reading. If it's one from the UK, then it's probably even prefer no photo, right? So UK. Yeah, I'm basing everything on Reddit comments, by the way. This is really trustworthy. Okay. Germans, outsiders. I also will never do this, such an outdated practice. I've interviewed 3 times since being in Germany and got all 3 jobs. If a company wants to judge, outdated. They say it's outdated in Germany. I don't know. What do you think, German people? Yeah, this is not the one that I wanted to look at. Should I include my resume? See, there is like a lot of debate. This is like a hot topic. People should do like podcasts about this. Not in the US. I cannot find the one that I had. There was like one that had everything. If you're in the US, Canada, or the UK, nope. In the US, at least it's a no. See, include your resume. I had one with the countries. I don't know where it was. Yeah, sorry. That I wasn't supposed to see that. I should have gone for now. United States is a no. I think I typed it in a different way. Resume photo countries, and then you'll see it. Let's see. Countries were including a photo on your resume. That's mine. Why? I'm number 1 here. This is the same. This is mine too. Well, it's the same. Yeah, I spammed everyone. Yeah, see, this is good. This is the one that I was looking for. Yeah, this one has everything. Yeah. So it's prohibited at the very least, strongly discouraged. HR would most likely remove it physically or digitally if a CV has a photo. Look at this. I work with a German colleague who had a photo on her CV, and I know continental Europeans have different standards for this. So see, Germany, I think yes, but it's saying it's not a requirement anymore, but was until recently. So this maybe stays in the air. This will stay in the air. Yes? No? I will say yes just because they had it already. So they're used to that. It could be a no, though. It's like a soft yes. All of that sounds like a mess. I hope Germany. Yes, it's pretty ridiculous. Germany has anti-discrimination laws and photos cannot be insisted. See, but it does require that. I've never used it. Of course, it's a kind of thing. Well, sometimes I feel like someone should look more at how a person should. United States, no. New Mexico, Lithuania. These universities. Where is this? This is a weird one. Okay. It's the remove bias. I don't know if they don't say yes or no. Andorra. Doesn't matter. Wales. Strongly discouraged if it now arrive prohibited by this prospective employers. It opens the door for unconscious bias and discrimination, which is illegal here. So Wales, maybe it's a no. Same for Ireland. So no. Wales. Ireland. I got plenty of CV advice when I was in school and college, even when one-to-one. No one ever suggested me including a photo, so maybe Ireland, no, based on the experience that guy had, or gal. Usually it's very much required. See? Shouldn't then go the discourage or filter internally though. It's still strongly encouraged. See, that's what I'm saying, like Germany, they're all stuck with that for now. This is a lot of information, man. See, Austria, they had it, I think. I left it out on my CV after getting my first real job. How did you get that first real job? With a photo. Give me a second here. Yeah, just answer this here. Some questions. Okay. Let's keep going here. What's this? Private. Okay, it's incorrect. The government that's it until now, though. See, Austria, I think they do have it. Austria, they do have it. Wales, they said no, right? Just say no. Netherlands, someone said yes. I don't remember where. Austria. See, no, not out of practice totally. Government absolutely requires, and in the private sector, it most likely depends on HR. So you do want to have it, just in case. Sweden, most CVs I have seen, including my own, has a photo of the applicant. This is pretty standard here, but it's definitely not enforced in any way directly. So see, Sweden, it is, but I can show you some of the comments from I forgot to show you, but I'll show you. Say yes. It's the same in Denmark. Having recently graduated and looked for jobs, the standard is way one to page with small photos. See, Denmark, they do. This is 9 months ago, so it's not that far. Finland, some recruiters who have recently started to promote the idea of having a photo in an application. Person never put a photo, but then again, I'm not attractive either. To never put a photo. Maybe they don't have it. Finland. That's how you do it. Netherlands. It's very common. Wait, is this too small for you to read? There. It's very common, but not strictly required. Some companies do opt out for neutral job application and name page for the question to tackle racism. It's slowly phasing out. It's slowly phasing out. They still have it. Oh, I already have that. See, that's why I put yes. I saw. I remember I saw it somewhere else. Asking for race that reverse racism. Discriminatory. So yeah. will not complete application. See? Yeah, and a lot of companies will ask, and this is Switzerland. So Switzerland. That's how you. Switzerland. Ooh, no. Okay, Switzerland. Yes. Hate it honestly. Everyone hates it. Attaching a picture was expected for many years. These days, less so. Still expected. Finland, I think there are particulars in Finland have interviewing candidates for companies I work for and have include photos and some don't. See, it's kind of a gray area. It's a debate, I'm telling you. Belgium, some people do, some people don't. I never put it on mine because I don't want people to judge me, which is mediocre at best. Poland, based on the fact that I got invited to interviews and eventually got a job including a photo in my CV, I can tell it's not required. It's not required, but from what I've seen, a lot of people tend to include a photo in their CVs, and I think it's stupid. I mean, unless you apply. See, that's the thing. Like, this is weird, man. Belgium. This should be like common knowledge. Someone should have like a page where they put like if you need like a photo resume or not, like a resume on your photo or not. It's weird. I don't know. Like what should I say? This. No one knows. This is like Portugal, and even they can discriminate Ireland. It's not done here. Apart from the bias, it also makes applying for jobs a bit difficult if you look like the back of a bus. Okay, that's unnecessary. Where was that? Ireland. See, no. Denmark, a lot of people say that 67% put a small photo on the resume. They do require more than 50%. Not required in Russia unless you're a model or an actor. Some CVs have them because the job seeking was expect you to have a photo there. But like half of them are vacation photos, not even. So they do? They don't? I don't understand. This is crazy. Okay. 4 more minutes, guys. We can make it through the end of this stream. Denmark, it's only a small percentage of people that don't want a photo. See, Denmark is required. Austria. Iceland. Some government jobs require you to upload a photo separately along with your CV. It's generally considered more professional to have a photo on your CV, but you don't need to one take a photo in a booth. Picture they take at home against a white wall or the west. So they do? I think they do, right? Let's do Iceland. Yes. All right. And what is it? Country by country. That's the one that I. Maybe this is the one. No, that's mine. Okay, let me read mine. The comments that I have. There's a lot of people that are just shading on this thing. Anyways, pretty easy. Source. No source here. Sweden too. The guy has lost credit. See, it's quite common in Denmark. So we do have Denmark as yes. It's a Sweden too. See? So I put yes, but first I put no. It's confusing. Thanks for the information. Denmark is that's mine. This is terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. I agree. Very common in Pakistan. Pakistan, very common. See, that guy said he's from Pakistan. Turkish people prefer resumes with photo. Ooh, 2 more minutes. Let's go. German here. It's correct. They're common, but they're falling out of favor. See, it's correct. Israeli. It's weird for me whenever I hear about. Curious. This is very pure layer discrimination. Obviously, this doesn't help. Okay. Yeah, that's enough for this one. Let's go to this one here. See, some people commented out that German, it really depends. Stigmata, Australian, all the CVs advice I received is to include a photo. So Australia is yes, is no. That's the thing, it's confusing. People have some different information depending on who you ask. I know there's like a Brazil one. Some country is South America. Let's just check South America. That's not how you spell it. Okay. Last one, and we leave. Profile photo, huge no. So Brazil, no. Mexico, I don't even add the address, but that's you. Brazil, thank you so much. I appreciate you answering all my questions. Muito obrigado. In Chile, it's not obligatory to put photos. Honestly, I wouldn't do it. The reason why it's not obligatory. Maybe no then. I don't know. If you're from any of these countries, then you know. For the photo, it's silly. I mean, you can't force someone. Yeah, probably extra details. Hi, in Uruguay, it's not mandatory to include a photo. Most people don't. Date of birth, age could be included by marital status. Uruguay, no? I thought like some of the South American countries, most of them were actually like they required. Some people add a picture, but I prefer not to. See, Mexico is also like a gray country in the sense of like resume photo, yes or no. People don't know what to do there, so have different information. So most people share houses. Unfortunately, the way the Guatemala, I think it's a tool for discrimination. So maybe Guatemala, yes. Portugal, boy, everything you don't need. But it's still very common to see here. See, 7 months ago. That's not too far from now. So Argentina, yes. Portugal, Argentina. Never do it in Chile. Expected. See. What is this? More jobs expected. Ecuadorian living in Mexico. So Mexico, no. Portugal, because I'm from Ecuador and I know they do require in Ecuador. It's actually like very common to require this. So then Mexico, no. Who knows? Let's put no. Okay. Australia, what should I put for Australia? Where is it? Australia. Austria. This was yes. I don't think I put it there. Still expected in most cases. Colombia. All right, we'll call it a day. In Ecuador, yes. See, that's what I'm telling you. That's your yeah, this is not. It can include a photo. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, we'll call it a day. It's been fun, guys. Hope that you enjoyed this. We'll do it next week. I'll post this on Twitter or something, and you'll have that information based on Reddit. Yeah, I think that's all for today. If you enjoyed this, share it with other people, subscribe to the channel, like the stream, the videos that I have on the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. If you want your resume review, just DM it to me, send it to me, like, I don't know, on Twitter, Slack, whatever you can find me, LinkedIn. Everything is, I think I have all my socials around. You can go on Twitter. I'm on Twitter as, let me see how I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter like Bald1794. So you can just find me here and just send me like a message, and we can talk. I can do like a review for your resume, and I'll see you next week. So Wednesday, 9:15, every Wednesday, lives. Okay, and don't forget to use Resume Boost AI. See you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.